Hello, this is Miss Cheshire. I am here for a writer's workshop. We will spend 15 minutes together and we will learn all about great writing. This is especially important since modules 2, 3, and 6 are all about writing essays. So we're going to be reviewing topic sentence, thesis statement, proper citations for research, third-person point of view, and transitional phrases. We're going to look at student writing to provide some revision suggestions and notice what works well. And then you're going to submit your language arts collaboration. Always teachers are teaching to the standards. We're making sure that you are learning how to use textual evidence to support your writing, that you're producing effective writing that meets the intended purpose for an intended audience, and that you're supporting your thesis statement with a logical reasoning and evidence base. Academic terms that we will review. 1, does the author use a topic sentence for each paragraph? 2, does the author include a thesis statement in the first paragraph to set up the essay to answer the thesis? 3, do the body paragraphs support the thesis statement with paraphrased and/or quoted citations that reference the facts? 4, does the author stay in third-person point of view, or does he slip into other points of view? We want to avoid first and second person to remain objective rather than subjective. And 5, does the author include transitional phrases, in conclusion, furthermore, on the other hand, so that the writing flows or transitions well? This is our goal. So when I write to you about your essay, it's going to be broken into parts. The first submission is the pre-writing, and I give you information. The next is the first paragraph or the introductory paragraph, then the body of the writing, and then finally the conclusion. Each step of the way, students, I want you to read my feedback before submitting the next portion, because I will change up how that next portion looks in that I will give you revision suggestions. So if you write, look on the left side, do you realize what things the jellyfish are doing to us and the waterways? The research says, I'm going to write back to you, change you to the world, because you need to stay in third-person point of view. Change things to another word by using the thesaurus, because that's so overused and ambiguous, that word things. Change us, again, to third-person point of view. And how about adding a transitional phrase such as, without a doubt, then go on to the research says. So this is what you're going to look for when I write to you about your writing. And you're going to make sure that when you write to me for that revision, that I see it in yellow, and that you explain in the student comments what you did to make that writing better. I replaced the first sentence to make it third-person point of view. I added a transitional phrase. I blah, blah, blah. So you go on and you match it up with that which is in yellow that you show me in your writing. It'll make sense. My feedback will say it. The important point is, do not work through every part of the essay without getting feedback and a grade from me on each portion, because I'll help you write the next section by way of revision techniques that you'll apply and introduce initially and then keep adding to it. It'll make sense. Just make sure to read my feedback. Okay, at this point, please go to your language arts assessment, open up collaboration, and we're going to be writing definitions for each of these terms. So go ahead and write out, and you can stop the video at any time, okay, because I'm going to keep going on, but you can stop the video. Write out topic sentence, then skip some space, then write thesis statement, skip some space because we'll be putting in definitions. Third person point of view, skip some space, transitional phrases, and then finally proper citations. Okay, so that's what the citation, or excuse me, that's what the collaboration will look like. 5 spaces for us to write definitions. Let's build them. Here's an informational essay. The first sentence is in yellow. Throngs of jellyfish are showing up in habitats and flourishing. Take the moment to stop the video and read the rest of it, but then ultimately tell me, what is the sentence called that is in yellow? Hope you can name it. It is a topic sentence. Please write the definition of topic sentence in your collaboration writing at this point. Stop the video to do so. So now you have the definition of topic sentence. Now we're moving on. How about this last sentence? Read this paragraph and answer in your own mind, what is this last sentence? Indeed, the growing swarms of jellyfish present many problems, but proven solutions exist. Stop the video, make sure you can figure that out. That is a thesis sentence, the most important sentence or two that summarizes the main point. And if it's informational, that is a thesis. It's in an argumentative essay called a claim. And it's found in the first paragraph. The thesis sentence is what is developed, supported, and explained in the text by means of examples and evidence. Okay, next one. What are the words in yellow? First, second, or third person point of view. Stop your video, read it, look at the words anyone, citizens, and peoples. These are, in fact, third person point of view, objective. Okay, so you're not in first person with I and me, way too personal. You're not in second person with you, which is just a weird approach. You will find that jellyfish are, no. Third person objective, third person point of view. Okay, what are the words and phrases that are in yellow here? Stop the video, read it, notice without a doubt, furthermore, fortunately. What are these called? They are called transitional phrases, words or a small grouping of words such as a phrase. So instead of just a transitional word, sometimes you have transitional phrases, and they connect ideas, sentences, and paragraphs. They are your roadmap for your textual journey. Here are examples. Again, if you're getting behind in what you need to write as definition for these, you can stop your video, go back to the portion you need, and write up these definitions. But here, I've provided some examples. My suggestion would be to print out a copy of transitional phrases, just Google it, and then come up with a whole listing, and keep it next to your computer so that when you write, you can use words like, however, on the other hand, first, second, third, for instance, for example. These are great words that transition the writing. They're a roadmap. Okay, so in yellow, what is this information called within the quotation marks? Read this. Notice that I have an example of a work cited so that you can see what is being referenced. So what is it called when you have information in quotation marks that comes from somewhere else? This is called a citation. It's a quotation from a book, paper, or authority that must be referenced properly to avoid plagiarism. That's a bad word. Plagiarism is the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as your own. Synonyms would include copying, infringement of copyright, piracy, theft, and stealing. So I'm going to not show the video as part of this recording that I'm making because I have a total of 15 minutes to do so. So I'm going to let you stop the video. You're going to type into another box this bvshelp.weebly.com/academic-integrity.html. Watch it, and then after it, it's like 3 minutes, write what academic integrity means to you. It's going to be part of your definition for proper citation. Okay, so we're continually adding to what we're writing in the collaboration as far as these 5 definitions. Okay, I'm going to go on. Of course, you can stop the video and watch that academic integrity video. How to cite evidence. So, as for what is proper citation, you're going to know that whenever there's an article or a passage, or such as in FSA writing, they're going to give you a source number. You're going to include that. According to SportsIllustrated.com, the issue from February 2017, sports writer blah 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 states, quotation marks, blah 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 blah. So you're stating who said it and you're putting it in quotation marks, including the title of the article or the passage. Certainly if the author's name is given, you would add that. And then finally, as in the FSA writes, sometimes they number the paragraphs. You could even say, according to paragraph 2 in the article entitled blah 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 by such and such. Okay, that is citing evidence. Give credit where credit is due. And just know that we have a program called Turn It In. as referenced in the video about academic integrity, that really, truly finds all kinds of references as to where your work came from. If it's free and clear of any earlier textual basis, then you have written it yourself. If it's from somewhere else, then I will be looking in the writing to make sure that you're citing where that came from, so that in fact you are giving credit where credit is due. Bottom line is your words should be your own, and when you are using someone else's, you have to say where you got them from. Okay, at this point, and again, stop the video if you need to, you should have 5 definitions written for, and that is incorrect for 211. That should say for collaboration. So you should have 5 definitions written for collaboration. Okay, stop the video, make sure that you have the definitions written down. For proper citation, make sure you've written what academic integrity means, how you would make sure to always be giving credit where credit is due. And now let's go ahead and use this collaboration experience to look at student writing. We have our working definitions. Now we are going to look into writing, what you notice about students' samples for topic sentences, how the writer has a thesis sentence, how the writer wrote in third-person point of view, and how they have proper citation, and how they use transitional phrases. So again, these 5 academic terms put to use. You will put into the collaboration again as we go along. You will put down what you find, and you'll have at least one example from the writings. I'll give you more as we move forward. Okay, but here we go. The first example, here's a paragraph that's an introductory student writing about the Great Depression. You'll read it and you'll tell me what is the thesis statement. So basically, what sentence is the thesis sentence? You can write it down, say from the blue essay, the thesis statement is, and you'll just write it down and you'll put that in the collaboration under those 5 definitions. Okay, so you can stop the video and read that. Let me go to another example. Here it's asking, is there a topic sentence? Which one is the topic sentence that drives all other sentences after it in the paragraphs? So here's body paragraph 1. You could find a topic sentence here. Again, you could write on the blue background essay, body paragraph 1, the topic sentence is, okay? Here's body paragraph 2. Same thing, you could point out if there's a topic sentence, which one is it? Or you could even give me an example of quotations, citations that are used. Okay, stop the video and do that. Bottom line is you'll have one example of each. I'm going to give you more than enough so you can sample around. Here's body paragraph 3. Can you point out any transitional phrases? Here's the concluding paragraph. Do they restate the thesis statement? If so, you could write in the conclusion of the blue background essay, the thesis statement is blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me give you another topic. Actually, it's the same topic, but a different writer. So we'll call this the green background. Okay, so how about this? This is the introduction of another student's writing. You could stop the video, see if you can point out a thesis statement, or you can point out what words make it third-person point of view or not. Here are body paragraphs 1 and 2. Is there a topic sentence in the paragraph 1? Is there a topic sentence in the body paragraph 2? If so, you can say in the green background essay, body paragraph 1 has a topic sentence. It is blah, 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 blah. And here's body paragraph 3. Again, you could find the topic sentence. You could look for indirect quotes. You could look for direct citations. That would be in quotation marks. Even when something is indirect and you're paraphrasing, you're still going to say, according to the work entitled blah, 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 blah. Okay? So still, it's a proper citation. And here's the concluding paragraph. Again, is there a thesis